y'all, it's Micayla, founder of Porosity, if you didn't already know. And don't mind the background, I know it's super plain, and that's because I'm finna move out this place for over the summer until next semester. So I just packed like half of my stuff and moved it to my aunt's house. So I wouldn't have to take every single thing back home with me, because that would be a lot of stuff. That would be literally everything. And there's no point in doing that, like, especially like I have like fall clothes and stuff that I'm not gonna need over the summer. So I can just leave like half of my stuff down here, and like decorations and stuff. Don't need to bring all that. So that's why it's looking very plain in here right now. It's giving plain Jane. But yeah, I just wanted to get on camera and talk to y'all. I wanted to do another Get Unready With Me before the semester ends, which, by the way, I filmed this Get Unready With Me like weeks ago. But what happened was, my nose is getting stuffy all of a sudden. I don't like that. What happened was, I was filming a twist out, and the camera cut off like 30 minutes into the video. And I had talked for like a solid hour after the camera cut off before I even noticed that like it wasn't recording. So I had to completely scrap it, because like 30 minutes barely touched the surface of everything I talked about. So yeah, today I want to talk about exactly what I was talking about in the previous Get Unready With Me that I did, that y'all unfortunately did not get to see. So I'm really like doing this whole thing over, to be honest. But instead of doing a twist out, I'm doing mini twist today. But I wanted to talk about, what did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about what I was really feeling at that Lil Baby concert in my Day in the Life of a College Student Pandemic Edition vlog. It's the most recent one. If you haven't watched it, go watch it right now. I shouldn't even have to say that, to be honest. What am I doing? By the way, I'm finna apply this leave-in conditioner. I was supposed to apply it in the shower, but I always forget to apply leave-in in the shower. I'm trying to make it a habit to do it while I'm still in the shower, so my hair can have time to absorb it while it's still wet, but I literally keep forgetting. Like, it's in the process of becoming a habit. So sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. So yeah, I'm just applying this Cream of Nature Pure Honey leave-in conditioner to all my sections, but not too much though, not too much. But yeah, I wanted to talk about like what was really going on that I didn't really show on camera, because at the end of the day, I wanted the vlog to look like a good experience, just because. But I also like to analyze all sides of the situation, because that's just how I am. And I like showing, you know, no matter what platform, in person, on camera, I'm gonna tell you what happened, plain and simple. It's not gonna be all the sunshine and rainbows parts of it. I'm gonna tell you everything, at least from my perspective, which I try to be pretty unbiased. But yeah, even though I said like I had a good time at the concert in that vlog, honestly, I had an okay time. I had a time, okay? I had a time. I keep sniffling because my nose is like acting up all of a sudden. I guess it's because I was just in the shower for a while, and my nose tends to start acting up when I'm in the shower for like that long. I don't know why, but I had a time, and I'm gonna just get into why, and then I'm gonna talk about other things, because it's actually finals week right now, and I have 2 exams on Saturday, but we're gonna talk about that later. About that concert. See, it might have looked like I was having a fantastic time, but honestly, it was some events that transpired before, during. It was just some events that transpired during that, and it was just, you know, little stuff here and there that irks your nerves, but you know, it's not enough to make a scene about it, you know? So I'm gonna start with what happened at first. So originally, me and my friends, we all had one guest, because for that concert, you could bring one guest if you're a student. So all of us had a guest ticket. But what happened was, like, I think all of us except one of our guests chickened out. So we only had one guest. And the thing is, like, if you don't have a guest, then you have the opportunity to get in the line, because there was 2 separate lines. I think y'all saw that in the vlog. One was on the first floor of the PMAC, and then the other one was on the 2nd floor. The line I was in was on the 2nd floor, and that's for if you have guests, which technically I didn't have to be in that line because my guest chickened out. But I stayed up there because our group was gonna have 1 guest, so I thought we were all gonna stick together. But like, if you didn't have a guest, you could be on that bottom line, on that first floor, so you could be on the floor to see the concert and stuff. Which I could have been in that line, but again, like, I thought we were gonna stick together, and I thought we were gonna all be in one place. Which when you have a guest, you can't be on the floor. The guest can't be on the floor. So I take one for the team because it doesn't take me that long to get ready in general, to be honest. So I take one for the team, and I just go and get in line, and I wait for everybody to get there. That way we don't have to worry about, you know, being there before a certain time and blah, blah, blah. Like, cause I'm already there and I'm holding a place in line for everybody. Which, by the way, the doors were supposed to open at 7:30. So the key was to get there at least like an hour before. But since it's a concert, we were really just trying to get there like 2 hours before so we could get like the seats and stuff. So I think I got there around like 5:30. If not like a little later than that. And the line was already ridiculous, by the way. Y'all saw it in the vlog if you already watched it. So I'm standing in the guest line. The line for students who have guests. Assuming that we all gonna join up in that line and all be together. And I'm just standing there for I think an hour or so. And then one of my friends comes and she ends up going in the line on the first floor. And I'm like, I thought you were gonna be up here. And she was like, well, I don't have guests anymore. So I was like, but I thought we were gonna stick together. So that irked me a little bit, but not enough to, you know, like, no big deal. Cause it's not like it was that one person. It was still like the rest of the group coming, and they were gonna have to be in the line that I was standing in. So I was like, well, no worries. I'm not gonna be totally alone up here, right? That's what I thought. Gotta brush the eyebrows, y'all. I just feel like I look 10 times better when my eyebrows are brushed in the right direction. Does anybody else relate? Does anybody have to brush their eyebrows every day in order to feel like a little bit more put together? And also another thing, unfortunately, as I am a growing woman, my hormones have caused me to have a little bit of chin hairs, like right in this spot, and it's really annoying because I'll pluck them, they'll be gone for like months, and then boom, they just appear again. So I'll be having to tweeze them off every once in a while. But yeah, ladies, if you happen to have some chin hair or mustache hair, it's completely normal, bro. Don't let anybody tell you different. I personally just tweeze them off just because I don't like looking at them. That's really the only reason. You know, you see a smooth face and then boom. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see no hair. So I'm using this OK Pure Naturals Black Jamaican Castor Oil Hair Sorbet, which is a styling and curl enhancer. I used this in my attempt to do a Get Unready With Me the last time, but you know, y'all know what the story. So I'm trying it again for the first time. Okay. So I'm standing in line. I end up not seeing my friend that's standing in the first line for like the rest of the night. You know, it is what it is. But I wasn't like too upset over that. So I'm standing in line and time is passing and I'm still by myself. Next thing you know, it's 6:30, still by myself. And the next thing you know, it's 7:30. The doors are opening, the line is moving. And I'm like, where is the group? Where are the people? And they get there like a little after 7:30. They can't get to where I am in the line. Mind you, by the time they let me know that they're there, I'm like towards the very front, like finna go through security. So it was no getting to me. And the whole point of standing in line was so that we could have a spot towards the front of the line so we could get through before the other people and get good seats, or like, you know, have more options before all the other people show up, you know? But that didn't happen because they got there after 7:30 and they couldn't get to me in the line. So I had to go through and check in or whatever, and I had to wait for them to go through the line. And mind you, like, they weren't like right behind me or anything. Like, no, I had to stand there for like a solid 10 minutes before they even got through. So the whole me standing in line, taking one for the team, was completely pointless because I ended up having to wait on them. And boy, that made me upset. That made me upset because, for one, like, what is the point of doing this if my time is gonna be wasted and it's gonna be for no reason? Like, if y'all was gonna show up late, then I wouldn't have gotten in line. I would have just waited for y'all at the apartment and we could have left together. So it was just really no point in me getting in that line 2 hours before just for me to have to wait on y'all because y'all got here after 7:30. I mean, I don't know what other way to put it. It just made me upset because my time was wasted. I could have spent my time doing other things. You know, 2 hours of standing in line, I could have been doing something else. And it was also a Thursday night, so I did have schoolwork to do that I could have been doing. But I decided to take one for the team and stand in line. All for it to be just for no reason. So I was heated at that point. But I didn't wanna make a fuss because it was a concert. You know, I'm just trying to have fun at the end of the day. So we sat down. So we still got good seats, so that was good. But we sat down and I just had to sit there and calm down for a moment, honestly. I just had to sit there and chill out because otherwise nothing nice would have came out of my mouth. But I didn't want to stir up no trouble that night. I still don't, because I mean, I'm over it now, but I just want to address all sides of what happened that night. But I think like after like 15, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, I calmed down and I start socializing again, or at least trying to. So one thing about our group is the person who ended up going in the line so she could be on the floor, I'm closer to her. And then the rest of the group that joined me when I was in the line, they're closer to each other than I am to them. So what ended up happening that night was just like me being an outcast, honestly. I don't know how else to put it, but they were talking amongst themselves. Mind you, the music is hella loud and they're like in each other's ear, and I'm like trying to, you know, like lean in and try to listen, but I can't hear anything. So I mean, no big deal. So I just end up sitting there. I catch what I can hear, and you know, what I was hearing most of the time wasn't really stuff that I could input anything on, like just talking about stuff that I either didn't know about or just didn't really have anything to say about it, really. So I'm just kind of like sitting there awkwardly, which they probably didn't notice, but I didn't have anything to say. I didn't have, what they were talking about just wasn't something that I could really relate to, or something that I just flat out did not know about at all. Like, I had no clue what they were talking about. And you know, I'm not nosy. I'm not finna ask, like, what are y'all talking about? Because for one, the music is hella loud and they can't hear me anyway. And two, I'd rather you just be open and tell me in the first place and just explain. Because if you wanted me to be in on the conversation, then you would just explain the backstory. But some people, they don't want you to be in on the conversation. They don't want you to know all their business. So I take it, the only reason you can tell that they actually, like, you know, don't mind if you know like what they're talking about, is if they tell you up front, like what's going on, the backstory, all that stuff. But if they don't bother to explain it to you, then they probably don't want you to know. At least that's how I figured. So a lot of the time, I'm not gonna say all the time, but a lot of the time, I was just kind of sitting there. One of the people in the group, they had a friend who just happened to spot her. And they came over and they start chatting it up. And everybody's talking but me. But it's like nobody's really trying to talk to me. You know? At least not really. But the guest person that comes over is hitting it off with the other friend that I'm familiar with, but she's not familiar with. They're just meeting for the first time. But, you know, they laughing and stuff, they talking, and I'm still sitting there. Like, I had nothing to say or input into this. And next thing you know, they asking for their Instagram. And the whole time I'm just sitting there, you can tell like I'm a part of the group. And I'm looking and I'm like trying to listen to what they're talking about and understand. But I felt like an oddball. And when they asked for their Instagram, and like mind you, they did not ask for mine. They did not try to talk to me whatsoever. But it was clear that I was part of the group. So it was like the icing on the cake. Like I was purely an outcast that night, or at least it felt like I was during the concert. And then during the concert, you know, when you recording yourself lip syncing to the songs and stuff, and you get your friends in the frame and stuff, yeah, one of them, I'm not in any of their videos. I'm not in any other videos, but my other friend, they're in the video, not me though. And I would say like one friend, she tried to include me in her videos, which I definitely noticed. But the other one, I had nowhere to be found. It's like I wasn't even there. For real, it's like I was not even there. And that's how it felt. I felt like I was being ignored. And like nobody really cared enough to include me in whatever they were doing, you know? And you know, I wasn't really mad at that, but I was just kind of like over it, like just constantly questioning like, why am I here? Why am I here if I'm not gonna be included? Like at this point, I could have been on the floor with my other friend, or with my cousin, or with my other group of friends. Like I had options, and it just seemed like this is the worst one. And at that moment, that's how I was feeling. Like I could be having a better time right now, but I'm not. That's how I felt. It's gonna take forever. Wow, I can't believe I set myself up to do this. It was like 11:30 something when I started. Ain't no telling when I'm finna finish, but hey, I got time. I got time on my side. Just gotta be patient. So yeah, hopefully I explained that well, cause I'm trying to be like discreet with who I'm talking about, cause I don't want no troubles. I don't want no problems. I don't want no qualms. I'm just explaining what happened from my point of view. So yeah, basically at that concert, I was just kind of like the oddball that whole night. My time was wasted, and I didn't really feel connected with with the people I was with. So it felt, I mean, I had a good time, but I had an awkward time too. Like it wasn't all around good, you know? It definitely like, it could have been better, you know? It could have been better. So yeah, I really hate feeling that way, because that's not the first time I've been in that position. No, it's like when you got other people and you talking about stuff that they have no idea about, you know, it's like at least try to talk about something that we could all input our own, you know, we could all talk about it. Because when you talking about stuff that I have no idea about, you like don't bother to explain anything, it's like, why am I here? Like, this is not socializing for me. It's kind of just me listening to gibberish because I don't know what's going on. And I'm not gonna beg you to explain it to me either. And it's also like nobody asked me to, you know, take one for the team and stand in line. But at the same time, like, since I volunteered, I would expect y'all to get here before the time. Because I think I specifically said, like, get here before 7:30. Did not get here before 7:30. So it's like, why am I here? Again, like, why am I here? What is my purpose? So yeah, that is the full scope of that concert, of that vlog that I did not get on camera. This just goes to show that sometimes, a lot of times, social media doesn't show you the full scope of things. It does not show you the bigger picture. It just may show you some details, but that's not necessarily the full scope of things, you know? And I don't want to be one of those people that only shows one side of things. I want to show everything. But when vlogs and stuff, I don't really be wanting to show the lows and stuff. I just be wanting to talk about it later. But I want the vlogs to be like happy. I want the vlogs to be happy, unless I like just choose to do otherwise. But I felt like with that vlog, I wanted it to be a good note, a good memory. And I felt like if anything took a turn, I would talk about it later, which is what I'm doing now. So yeah, that's the end of my story time. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So yeah, I will not be taking one for the team anymore. One side done. Now we got 3 more. Moving on to this finals week, y'all. I already took 3 exams. Yeah, 3. On Monday I had my experimental methods in psychology class exam, which that was easy peasy because it's open book, open note, and it's not proctored. So literally, like, me and a group of other people, we just get together and we take the test together, and we got a 100. So that was easy. Then on Tuesday, I had my advanced child psychology final, which I don't know why they did that to us, but the final exam was harder than any of the other exams we had this semester in that class. So instead of missing like 5, like how I usually do, I missed like 10 and I got a B. Normally I make an A, so that dropped my grade 2 points, but I finished with a 93 in the class, so no biggie. I just wasn't expecting the final to be more difficult than the other exams, but whatever. And the fact that I was looking up some of the answers too, but. And then later that day, Tuesday, I had my exam in history of psychology, which I did good in. I got a 95 on it, but that exam really didn't matter because he drops the lowest exam grade. So I really could have just not showed up because I had a 95 in the class anyway. But the discipline in me has to show up always and, you know, just take the test. And I was hoping I would get a better grade than a 95 so I could raise my grade some, but I didn't. Stayed at a 95, so it doesn't matter. Today is Thursday, about to be Friday. On Saturday, I have my chemistry exam early in the morning, 7:30, and then I have Spanish at 3 o'clock. Y'all, it's ridiculous. Like, why are we having finals on a freaking Saturday? But I digress. So I'm actually like really worried about this chemistry exam because we had I think a 4th exam early last week, and I got a D on it, like a bad D too, like close to an F. I don't even know how. I thought I did good. I was actually confident in that exam for once, and I still did horrible. I'm just not good at those exams. You know, like, cause I understand the material and stuff, but I just happen to fall short when it comes to the exams that we have to take in that class. this semester. Like, it's just the way she makes them, it's just different. And I'm not used to it. So I'm hoping, because right now my grade is 80. It's 80%. So I'm just hoping that on this final, I get at least above 80, because I can't afford to get anything below that. Well, I can get, you know, like a 75 or something. But I'd rather not. I'd rather just it be above an 80. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm praying for. And in my Spanish final, I'm not really too worried about that, because I have like, I think I have a 92 in the class. I'd like it to stay an A, but then again, this is my last semester taking Spanish, so I really don't care at this point, honestly. I want to do well, but the way their exams are set up, because it's like on a program, and the program isn't lenient, so like you can miss a macron and it's gonna count it wrong. That's how nitpicky it is with answers. And the professor said they don't have time to go back through and like hand grade it. So it's like, well, that's stupid. Then why are you having the exam on such a strict program like that? Like, we could really all fail just because we forgot to like put minor stuff or like misspell the word or something, and y'all don't have the time to go back in and check. Like, that's dumb. It's like y'all just want us to fail, honestly. So I want to do well on that final, but at the same time, if I don't do well, then it's like, it is what it is. I'm just trying to pass, honestly, which I will. Yeah, I can only do so bad, and it dropped my grade so far, you know. All right, y'all, I'm done with the back. This is what it's looking like so far. It's giving juicy, it's giving moisturized. I'm loving it so far, but we're gonna move on. I'm trying to be done, child. All right, y'all, we got one more section, y'all. Just one more, finally. Feels like this is taking forever. I'm just ready for the semester to be over. I've been burnt out for a while. I really have, so the end is so close yet so far, and I gotta finish strong. My grade is definitely, especially in chemistry, my grade is definitely riding on this final exam, so definitely gotta finish strong, which is what I plan to do. So, all right, y'all, we done. Thank goodness. It always takes forever, but it's so rewarding in the end. But let me collect this hair real quick, which is not a lot, actually. I did not shed a lot of hair. This is how much hair I shed while I was twisting my hair. Not a lot at all. So yeah, finally done. This is what it looks like. I love how small twists look. Like, the only thing is they take forever to do, but I actually like love the look of mini twists. And they low-key resemble locks, so it's always cool to see how you would look if you would ever get locks, you know? So what I'm gonna do now for the finishing touches is I'm gonna take some oil. This Do Girl Mega Thick Formula Hair Oil. Not the first time I've used this at all. I use this oil all the time. And I'm about to oil my scalp real quick, and I'm also about to seal my twist with this oil, because I feel like whenever I wear twists for the purpose of like the twist being a style and not like to do a twist out, I like to seal my twist in with the oil, because I feel like it just adds a finished polish, you know. Oiling my scalp real quick, because I'm probably gonna have these twists in for like 2 weeks, and I'm probably not gonna wash it when I take these out. I'm probably gonna do a twist out, not gonna lie, because I am a lazy natural. When I feel like I can make a style last, I'm gonna make it last. So I'm actually gonna do another step, because I know whenever I have like male clients and I twist their hair, I put mousse on it to set the flyaways and stuff. So I'm actually gonna do that on my own hair, and that's really gonna set it off. So I'm not taking a lot of oil on my hands. It's literally not a lot, but I'm just rubbing my twist in with the oil. I'm taking the Shine and Gem Magic Finger Setting Mousse, which is what I use on my clients whenever I braid hair, twist hair, whatever. This is the mousse I always use. And now I'm about to use it on myself. So I tend to be generous with the mousse, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. This just like sets the flyaways and makes them lay down. And overall just give you a twist. It overall just gives you style of a laid look, you know. It's the finishing touches. Let me add more. I need like way more actually. And boom, that's it, y'all. This is the finished look. You see me, you feel me, okay? Y'all see how juicy these twists look? I might go back in and like cut the ends, cause you see this, like, I don't like that. So I might go back in and just trim the ends a little bit so I can have the perfect coils, you know what I'm saying? So the ends can look polished, finished, you know? Cause I love when it's like that, but see, yeah, it's getting close to like a time for a trim. Like when the ends look like that and it's not like, let me see if I can find one. This is a perfect coil, but like this, it's not. Y'all see the difference. Y'all see the difference, okay? Yeah, y'all, this is the finished look. I'm super pleased with how this came out, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Just me talking, whatever, saying whatever's on my mind. And yeah, about this product, actually, I do like this product, although I feel like it's a pretty light product. Like, I don't know, it's like a watered, not a watered down cream, but I feel like there's a lot of water in this, and without the water this would be a really thick cream. So I don't know, I like it, but it also like doesn't really help with frizz. I've noticed. I noticed that as I was twisting and stuff, and even the past twist out I did before doing this style, my hair was more voluminous and a little bit more frizzy than it normally would be had I used like a heavier green, which, you know, I'm not mad at, but it's something to notice. But I do like this. I like how it smells. It smells like cocoa butter, and it definitely like does a good job defining, and it does a great job like moisturizing. Like, y'all see how juicy these twists are, honestly. So I have no complaints about this hair sorbet. I like it. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Leave any questions, comments, compliments, concerns down in the comments. Hopefully this video added some value into your life somehow, whether you know you're just going through the same stuff that I've been going through. Maybe you burnt out like I am, or you going through finals week like I am. Who knows? Hopefully, you know, I'm just happy if you relate to this video somehow, or it just brought some joy into your life in some kind of way. You know, I'm not gonna force you to subscribe or like or comment or any of that, but if you want to support your girl, you would exit out of full screen and just hit those buttons real quick. You know, it only takes like 3 to 5 seconds. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's all I have for y'all. Remember to never stop growing, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.